Aloha everyone. I'm Patty. For a future with Maui Now, we're calling Talking Story. Imagine you're a high school junior when COVID-19 hits. You're suddenly faced with potentially months of time off from school. So what do? One 16-year-old junior here on Maui has taken the time to create a resource for not only tracking, but also predicting the spread of coronavirus. I'd like to introduce you to Ryan McCrystal, the creator of COVID-2019.tech. Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, of course.
So I have to tell you how impressed we are here at Maui Now that while you had all this time off, instead of like other high school students working on your TikToks and your video games, you decided to work on your coding and created a brand new website. So what prompted you to do that?
Well, at the beginning of my break, I kind of knew that I would have 2 weeks ahead of me just with nothing to do. So I decided to work on some big project. And I saw online this 17-year-old who created a similar website. And I kind of looked at it and I thought that I could make a better one. So that's what I've been spending the past couple of weeks working on.
That's pretty impressive. I really like that. So please share with us a little bit of the information that you might find on your website.
Yeah, sure. So it has country level data, state level data. So you can see infections, recoveries, and deaths for all the states. And it also includes county level data. So you can see the infections, recoveries, and deaths for Maui County. And for all of those areas, you can actually see historical data. So there's a projections page, which shows how the virus has spread over time. So you can track the number of infections and the number of deaths over time. And I added a feature called that lets you run statistical regression on the data, which basically means that it can predict how many infections, deaths, or recoveries there will be in 10 days from now or 20 days from now. And I ran it 10 days ago, and the data it produced was accurate today.
Wow, that's really interesting. I have to ask you, you're looking at this crazy data about the virus every single day. Are you freaked out? Are you concerned? Do you think we're all going to be okay? What's your takeaway?
I am a little bit freaked out because the model I'm using does say that most of us will end up being infected at some point.
And kind of on a different note, what inspired you at such a young age to take on this type of technology?
Well, I've always been really interested in computers and technology in general. I've always loved, making things work and solving problems. And ever since 5th or 6th grade, I really loved just computers and programming and stuff like that.
5th or 6th grade, that's a pretty early start. And I understand that you were a member of the Cyber Patriot National Championship team in 2015. Can you tell me a little bit about what that is?
Yeah, so I was introduced to this program back in 5th grade. And Cyber Patriot was kind of what sparked my interest in computers in general. And so I got a team together in 6th grade. And my team ended up winning national finals.
Wow, that's very impressive. And here you are still doing it today.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your background, education-wise?
Yeah, sure. So I was born in Virginia. I lived there until 7th grade, and then I moved to Maui. I attended Sacred Heart School. And then for high school, I attended Seabury, and I'm still there now.
You seem like the type that knows exactly what you want out of life. Do you have any specific plans for the future, any goals or career paths you aspire to?
Yeah, I definitely want to major in computer science in college, and then hopefully get a job at one of the big companies like Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Apple. And I've toured Google's campus before, and it definitely seems like somewhere that I want to be later in life.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I've heard a lot of good things. But, I imagine someone like you look at a 17-year-old's website and you're like, I can do that better. My guess is you're going to do Google better. Is that your plan too?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've thought about starting my own company. That would definitely be something fun to do.
Okay. So now we're all excited to check out your website, but tell us, Ryan, any new projects on the horizon?
Nothing in specific. I mean, whenever I think of a new idea and I like it, I decide to implement it.
So you're just waiting for some inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. All right. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for sharing your genius with the Maui community and the world. We will all want to keep an eye on this one for sure. For regular updates and for our next Talking Story feature, be sure to check out MauiNow.com. Until then, be safe, be well, and aloha.